Today, we're asking these three weirdos questions that they have to answer. And if they don't, I'm gonna hog tie them over a moving roller coaster, and I'm gonna get a man-eating elephant called my grandpa, who's going to eat them. Anyway, serious time, we're asking questions.
Answers, please. Or questions.
First question, have you planned your personal career?
What I want to do is surprise. So,
I sit at home a lot.
I have a job.
Second question, tell me about a time you had a vision for your group that you needed to get senior management buy-in. What were the challenges / benefits? What was the end result?
well, I would say what would help me is, of course, practicing, getting better at my my craft, and being the best.
I don't fucking remember. That it wasn't really a senior management. It's a fucking school project. So probably the closest you can come to is, hey, this is my idea, and then they listen to you.
Do you do any volunteering in your spare time?
Cause I know that I do.
Oh, none. The most I do is recycle.
I should, but I don't.
Next question, what steps do you take to reduce your environmental footprint?
I sit at home a lot.
This one I'm particularly fond of because this is it's not as prominent anymore. Like I don't do it anymore. But I remember for a time I used to collect the fucking the Warhammer minifigures. I used to paint them.
Just lazy.
Who would you be if you could turn into any celebrity?
Pick one out of the three, because they're my top three, and I can never pick just one. Either Jim Carrey, Rob Paulson, or Robin Williams. They're very funny to me. I aspire to make people smile. That is my goal as a human being.
But my first pick would probably have to be Ryan Reynolds. Imagine just how good it would feel knowing that every guy on the planet would probably turn gay for you.
Tim Burton. Because all of the bizarre stuff he puts in his movies, which I like.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Either dead or in the hospital. I just do stupid things, and I might end up doing one thing that could really injure me.
Not here. Like, not where I live right now.
Probably the same position I'm in right now, but in a relationship.
How would you fight a bear?
With a knife.
I wouldn't. My only option if I saw a bear is to get the fuck out of there. I can't fight a bear. I would just run. There's no chance of victory for me.
Probably some screaming, followed up with panic. This is where the yellow brick road splits two ways, because one road is either me running away in blind panic, or the other is attempted but foolish bravery.
Would you like to say anything before we end this pathetic waste of a video?
To all my haters out there, eat my sack.
What color's your Bugatti?
End the video, he's rapping!
Andrew Tate's so weird to me today. You know, there was a time where like I genuinely disliked him and hated him, and I still don't like him. I don't like him. I don't agree with his views and his philosophy and his outlook.
The questions are over.
Actually, his philosophy, I like to think, is a pretty positive one. I just don't agree with his views. Of course, leave it to
This
someone
video
like
was
Andrew
supposed to be
Tate
done.
Because Andrew Tate, again, because of his outlooks on life and stuff like that, I wouldn't be surprised if he's got some sort of superiority complex over someone like Daz. Who,
are you serious right now?
At the end of the day, Andrew Tate would look at him and be like, "Oh, well, you're just a little YouTuber. I'm, by definition, a celebrity."
Stop!
Because Daz isn't really a celebrity.
Hey.
He's not. He's a YouTuber. He's an online persona. He's an online influencer. Half of the stuff Andrew Tate says isn't even true.
And he's not responding.
He has talent. He has talent in action. So, for all we know, he's like, this is genuinely
You mind
him
helping?
being an actor.
Sure.
If so,
Thanks.
I take
I got
back
this.
everything
No, I got
said.
this.
Kudos.
Nick!
BlockBuddy.
It's not working! I'm throwing a grenade! I'm throwing a grenade!
They're in very different situations. Andrew Tate, as I said before, is living the high life.
still talking?
He's literally a
Is he still
multimillionaire.
talking?
He's successful. He's rich. He's a businessman.
He's still talking!
He's like he's got a lot of money. Andrew, in the position he's in, I find it actually very predictable for him to be like, oh, well, you're just a pedophile, or you yada yada yada, and throw out these accusations, right? Well, because he's a YouTube personality. That's for the a Dream revealed
Why
his
did Dream
face,
come
and
into
within
this?
like a
Andrew
couple
Tate,
weeks,
Dream?
people were like, he's
What
a
the fuck kind of
pedophile.
combo
It's
was
like
that?
I
That's
was
like having
really
a
lying in
chocolate
my
shake
bed, and it was like,
and then
what,
having a fucking
12?
turkey.
And I was just, this is so fucking boring. I can't sleep. And I'm scrolling through, and I'm like, what is this? I click it, and it's like from Dream's actual channel. And I sat there, tortured myself through the whole Dream video, only just so that to see if he was like bullshitting or not, and he wasn't. Yeah, and he showed his face, and I was like, oh, that's neat. And I closed it, and I just went on my day, right? I wake up the next morning, and everybody's calling the guy I just saw previously, like that last night, the ugliest motherfucker. It's the greatest thing. It's the best, fucking funniest piece of irony I've ever seen in my life.
I'm
Like,
stuck
Andrew,
in a
you
Discord call.
called Daz Black
I've asked for
pedophile.
help.
You know
It's
how
now
many
6:04 a.m.
You know how many online
Nick has been at
big
this for
creators have
25
been called
hours.
that? And
Blue
some
steel,
of them, yes,
swift
are,
wind.
but majority, like,
Water's gone.
you know how, okay,
Substance
being
real
called
low.
a pedophile on YouTube
I
is
don't
like
know if I'm
being
gonna
told,
make it.
it's like someone saying "fuck you." You hear
I'm making
it on
this
the
out to
internet
all the people
all the
who love
fucking
me,
time.
which is
So
me,
the words
and
lost
me,
its
and
meaning.
me, and I
Yeah,
sort
it
of killed
doesn't have lost
a
its
lot
meaning,
of
but it
me's
doesn't-
with a
it
grenade. I
doesn't
want to
hit, it doesn't
apologize
pack
with
a
that.
punch, right?
But
Because
I'm
everybody's
making this
thrown it around
video out
so
to them.
often, it's like,
I'm sorry.
okay,
I couldn't complete the
he
mission.
spouted so much shit
but I'm gonna
and
give it
like,
one last
controversial
try.
statements to the point where he's gotten in such hot water.
Nick!
I wouldn't be surprised if he attempts to take back anything he said. In fact, maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. He's not saying the same controversial shit that he was like during his rise.
I've given up all hope.
In fact, he's saying the opposite. Maybe if he's done some unforgivable things, yeah, he won't change. But you don't know that. We don't know him personally.